We got it on the first try. Let's freaking go. Look at all this juicy loot that we could just... All right, here we go. This could lose us the thing. He's dead. Did they fix the ramp on this thing? Didn't they fix it for 4.0? Guess not. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is BioLaser, and I am the king of pirates, or better known as Vaughn Missions. Yes. Now it's time for you to find out how to do Vaughn missions, solo missions. No need for a crew or no one, because we solo players, we can't be bothered making friends. But in all seriousness, let's just jump right into this new money printing trick that I have discovered. Now in Vaughn missions, you will get a crime stat, so unless you don't care about having bounties over your head, I want you to go ahead over to Grimhags and grab yourself a tiger claw. Then go over to the Yella asteroids, or better known as Yella in the Crusader system, and you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna go and turn off the comrade by hacking it. Don't forget to bring your hover bike. I prefer the Pulse that is sold in Lowerville for only 100k. Once you turn off the comrade, crime is now legal for the next 24 hours, just like in that movie Purge. No, but really, you can now commit crime and not have to worry about anything unless somebody goes ahead and turns off the comrade. But in reality, that really doesn't happen that often. However, be mindful of that little eye on the left corner. You're always gonna wanna be mindful of that, or, you know, don't care about it, because we are pirates in here. Now, if you have followed all the steps that I previously have stated in one of my previous videos called Vaughn Missions Built Rep, or I should say the 20 millions an hour, you should have built up your reputation high enough that you are now able to collect or gather the 83k missions or the 118k missions. Now make sure that these are the missions that you are going to be farming, and you want to double check that these missions are over the asteroid fields and Yella. And yes, if you have turned off the comrade in this area, you don't have to worry about committing any sort of crime. However, with this easy trick, I don't think you need to worry about crime at all. Now, everybody who does these missions will tell you to make sure to do the 83k missions. That is the easiest missions to solo, and even it might not even be so easy. Even in a Constellation Taurus, which is considered the best soloable ship in Star Citizen as a 4.01. However, the 118k missions are very extremely hard, sometimes not even worth it unless you have a team of boyfriends to do these missions. Now, I'm here to tell you that you're not dealing with your typical internet clown here, brother. You are here, and you are here to learn from the Pirate King, your boy BioLaser. I brought to you guys the 4.0 preview videos of the AI glitch and Vaughn missions, and now I'm gonna teach you how to do these missions the legit way and even steal the ship while doing all of this as a solo player by yourself. All right, I kept you guys waiting long enough. Here is the trick. On the actual video that you are seeing, I am going to break into the ship and quantum jump out and back in, and the trick behind this is to make sure that you are using ballistic weapons. Now, I will put in the description down below the build that I'm using on my Constellation Taurus that I'm currently driving for this video, but you could do this in any ship, medium size, even small size, as long as it has ballistic weapons, not laser weapons. Reason being is that we want to make sure that we break that door, or basically shoot the door so it opens, so then when we quantum jump back into the mission, we have lost the aggro on the NPCs, and now there's just a door wide open there for us to just go inside the ship, steal it, or just steal the cargo. And therefore, depending on what you choose, you're gonna either not have to turn off the comrade because you don't kill anybody and you could just abandon the mission and pick up another one and walk away, deposit the loot somewhere else and come back to live another day, or you could be a big boy and steal the ship. Now, the only downside when it comes down to stealing a ship is that you will come across the fact that when you commit a crime or you murder somebody's friend, they are gonna come after you. Yes, I do mean the other ships in the mission will come after you, even if you are in the ship itself. But here's the cool thing. If you broke into something like a Caterpillar or any ship that has AI, the AI is gonna see everybody else as an enemy. So that means if you decided to steal a hammerhead, dude, that thing is gonna destroy every ship around you. Therefore, this is a way to even get like an AI crew hammerhead if you really wanted to. Now I'm gonna throw out a quick disclaimer here, and I'm gonna tell you guys now, in most MMOs or games that are out there that represent things like dungeons, raid parties, or anything like that, the first one I could think at the top of my head is gonna be like World of Warcraft. As a player, it is our job to find a way to trick the boss fights and dungeons and any of these type of, like, I guess, game scenarios where you are going to be able to make the AI or the boss be able to do what you wanted to do in order to make this battle, or I would say task, to be a lot easier. Something like in MMOs, tanks will use a form of tanking that is called kiting in order for you to kind of like pull the mobs away from your raid party in order for you to make it a lot easier for them to be able to succeed in this mission that you guys are about to accomplish, right? But we here are gonna be like in solo level in our eyes, and we're gonna beat the system in a different manner. Now, just like in the past in 4.0, the AI glitch, we want to trick the AI by pulling up behind them like we're some creepy dude grinding at some random girl in the nightclub, and we're just going to unload on these doors with our ballistic weapons. Now, since we're using ballistic weapons, we are gonna bypass the shield, and once we unload on this ship, luckily or hopefully, if we are pros at this, we're gonna be able to take the door or open the door on the first try. Then the next thing you're gonna do, just like on the previous video, you're going to quantum jump away to the first OM marker or anything you see far away, and then it's gonna help you lose aggro, just like on an MMO or just like on a dungeon raid party or whatever you want to call it. Now, if you did this right and you quantum jump back into our ship, you're gonna come across our ship with the doors bust open and the red carpet asking us to just fly away with this gorgeous ship that we have now come across. But wait, if you happen to be using the Constellation Tours, you can easily just loot this ship and go ahead and cash your loot in on Grimhacks and never have to worry about a crime stat. So no need for the first steps on this tutorial on turning off the comma rate. But if you want to be a real one and steal the ship, because we are out here being loot goblins and we want every penny we can get, all you're gonna need is a handgun and go over to the pilot seats and just wax the pilot in the face. However, once you go ahead and do this, just know that any other ship around you will aggro on you, so make sure to escape, or else you'll end up respawning in the hospital bed. But if you were a pro like me, you could fly away like a real pirate with all the loot and a brand new ship. I just wished CIG could add the fact that we could sell ships. We could go ahead and forge papers and then just claim a ship and sell it. And this method will be a lot more profitable when you're selling ships that are worth like 20 million each, right? Now, you don't need any crazy ship like a Constellation, a Corsair, nothing like that. You could go ahead and do this trick on something as small as the Guardian. And if you guys don't know, a lot of people talk a lot of smack about the Guardian being a really crappy ship. So if I could do this on the Guardian, you could do this probably in a Cutlass Black, probably on any sort of ship that you may have on your actual cargo, or I should say on your hangar. I mean, it doesn't really matter what ship you have, because even if you die, you could just go ahead and claim your ship and come back. And as long as you did this the right way with the ballistic weapons, the door is gonna be bust open just waiting for you to waltz in there and just kill the pilot and steal the ship and fly away like a professional pirate that you are. Now, the amount of money you're gonna be making through doing this game loop is gonna be incredible. You're looking at something like 20 million more, maybe less. It really depends on your luck on what type of loot you're coming across. Now, it is beautiful that we have figured out how to do this in this matter, and therefore bypassing the battling, the fighting, and all of this stuff, and therefore cutting all of these bond missions by almost an hour of having to grind these missions, right? Now, if you happen to come across something like Maze, which sells like roughly almost 200 in SCU, brother, you're gonna be walking away with buying C2s for you and your entire organization. All right, who's the best pirate? Your boy BioLaser. I'm always here trying to bring you guys the grind, trying to bring you guys how to make money fast, and trying to bring you guys the best method to make money. And this is the best method to make money right here. Why? Because you're only using the game mechanics to themselves. This is not considered an exploit. You can't consider this a glitch, and there's haters that are gonna be out there hating and saying that this is an exploit, but it's not. It is not, because once you quantum jump away and you quantum jump back, even though people like to say, oh, the AI glitch and there's no longer aggro on you, brother, it's called losing aggro on the bosses. Every MMO has it, and this is no different. Now, with that said, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. I will be exploring other methods on how to make money in the Star Citizen universe, as well as bringing you guys the top quality videos. I'm sorry I haven't been posting a lot of videos. I've been under the weather. I've been sick. I caught the flu. My bad. I just wanted to give myself a little bit of rest. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I've been your boy BioLaser, and I'll see you guys on the next video.